A couple laps until I discovered what I was looking for. Some religious items, patches and pins. Exactly the kind of stuff that fits right in with the direction I'm going. Small, lightweight inventory. These are easy to store, easy to list, and most importantly, easy to ship. I've been shifting my focus to smaller items like this because they make sense for the kind of lifestyle I'm building. Being able to ship directly from my RV means I can keep traveling, keep treasure hunting, and still run my reselling business without being tied to one location. This kind of inventory is perfect for that. It doesn't take up much space, it's affordable to ship, and there's still strong demand if you know what to look for. Every small item adds up, especially when you're sourcing smart and moving consistently.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. What are you getting for these?
The case or the
No,
stuff?
no, no. The inside.
50 cents each.
Can I look at them? Thank you. Okay, so they're just like book. Would you do me a bulk deal? Those and your patches and buttons.
Tell me what you want.
All of those.
Okay, you want all these.
I want all those and those buttons and that patch. You sell like things I like, and it's nice to see someone take their time to put things together.
Oh, okay.
I'm a reseller too,
Oh, okay.
so I gotta make money on.
You want these ones?
Yeah,
Oh, Barack Obama?
yeah, that's yeah. Oh yeah.
Barack Obama.
No, that's
Oh, these the Papa? You want the
yeah.
Papa?
Please.
Okay, you want to?
Yeah. That way you make some money and I can make some money.
Yeah, sure.
I have to make money too.
Yes, I know, I understand. Jesse, mírame tú.
Not the case.
Oh, I understand.
You gotta keep the case.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, I need a case to put
Oh
this
yeah,
stuff.
I don't need the case. I just need the buttons. They're only that gives you more room to separate and put more things out.
Yeah, there's a this let me give you this price. This 35 pieces look at this.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 14.
I'm getting gray. Wow. All right. That's what happens when you age like wine. Well, I made it back from the flea market. This week's haul was a little bit harder than last week. I found an older lady that really took her time with. I'll show you some of the video. She really took her time with displaying the stuff, and then at the end, I found some religion bookmarks that all sorts of different religion bookmarks. They were really cool looking. And then underneath that, there was like all these pens and patches. So I locked those up. That was cool. I felt like I got a good deal. I probably got about $1 a piece a unit. It's going to take a while to get that money back. Oh, my cat's going to make noise. But today I bought 2 chairs, or 2, sorry, he's going to just keep talking. He thinks I'm talking to him. Boo-boo. Boo-boo found a friend outside, and he's trying to bring him back in. He's another wild cat. Yeah, he's all black cat. Yes, he is. And he hasn't been eating, and we fed him last night, so he now knows where the food's at. And Boo-boo hasn't been coming inside because he likes his black cat, because I think it's kind of maybe maybe his siblings, because the mom was wild, and my Jack was the wild too, but he was like Boo Boo. He came when he was younger and needed a place to live. And this cat was a runt, and I think the other cat that's under the trailer right now, I know where you're at. I haven't named him yet. But he needs to start coming inside before I name him. I need to know he's going to stick around. So I moved the food outside, and I put water outside, and at night I take it in, and the food is pretty much empty by the time night comes. So I know he's eating, and he's skinny. So, and he's long hair like Boo Boo, but he's all black. And he let me look at him yesterday, and I talked to him for a little bit over the fence, like, hey, you can come over anytime. And Boo Boo was like standing right next to me. The other cats that come around, he just like, no way he's gonna let any other cats around. But this cat, I can tell when he's around because his ears are way back, and he's like, whoa, I got a friend. And I think they're sleeping next to each other now, because he's not sleeping next to me at night. So I go outside to make sure he's not like playing because of the coyotes, and he's under the trailer with the other cat. So I just wanted to give you an update. This is Boo Boo. Boo Boo, you are going to be popular. Yes, you are. Okay. Well, anyway, I got to get back to work. Every time I start talking, you go, you're not talking to me. Yes, I am. So today, he'll leave in a minute. He doesn't like me moving stuff. I got me a bike seat. I needed a bike seat for both of my bikes because I got to start riding a bike. It needs a little bit softer. I paid $8 for that one, $7 for this one. And this one will go on my old John Deere. It matches. It's an old bike seat. And the John Deere is just kind of a discussion piece. People go, oh, that's John Deere. You know, everybody has electric bikes down in Newport, and I have a 60-year bike I'm riding around in. And the other bike is a fixed gear, so that'll fit nice with a nice seat for me. It's real hard right now, so I don't ride it that often because my hips are hurting. So that was talking about the lady that was really organized. She was a really nice lady. Her son helps her with her storage lockers. She has. So I gave her $100 for everything. I feel like I got. You know, it's gonna take a while for me to get my money back on this. But I noticed some of these pins were really cool, and they should sell pretty quickly. There's 45 pins. I got just going to show you this clearly as I can. I like the little Indian band, some lapel pins. We got patches. So I'm going to start working on some of this stuff now. More Indian, tribal, probably Boy Scouts. I have to double check that. Baghdad, in Iraq freedom. It's almost 25 years old. So I know that this is one I was really interested in. I thought that was interesting. That was Iraq and Kuwait. You know, I just Iraq freedom. So this is during the Gulf War. I think I have this one, Operation Iraq Freedom. Maybe not. And then I have the Pope pin. I thought that would be interesting for someone. Nixon. More Nixon. Now more than ever, Nixon. I think that's relevant to the time. So I got those lapel pins, those patches, little pins, And then I needed more grandmother stuff, collectibles, and I just think these are basically bookmarks for the Bibles. I think I might just lot them in fours, and they're all different, and they'll be obviously there's a lot of them here, so I'm gonna try to get something for them. I'm not gonna give them away. I'm gonna find out what comps are and see what people are doing with them. And I got a bundle of them. So yeah, and like for all this, I spent $100. I paid $7 and $8 for the bike seat. I picked this up for $15. No idea if it works. It's from a storage locker, but the case and the there's a camera in there, wide angle. I have no idea. The guy says he's a storage locker guy. He doesn't test any of them, and that'll give me something to do. I've been wanting a camera for the bike, you know, and basically I'm gonna start doing bike. Some bum me out. I have a battery bike, electric bike, and I was gonna get the battery repacked and restored, like refurbished, and the guy ghosted me after collecting it at his store. Basically, it was a kind of like a house / warehouse underneath it, and the lady picked it up, and I didn't get a receipt, but I did get a whole bunch of text threads, and now it's been 4 weeks already. Just stopped communicating. It was like 3 or 4 weeks, just ask him once a week, just hey, how are we doing, and then they ghost me. So I hate to say this, but I think he's doing this to hundreds and hundreds of people, and it's $1,000. It's grand theft, personal property. So yeah, I don't know. I've been getting tagged a lot by people stealing from me and violating my rights here at my mobile home park, and now this, and it's starting to hurt. So I want to make sure I leave correct reviews for this guy, and I think it's all fraud. I mean, I look at the reviews, and he's using AI to answer his phone calls, and if it's somebody he's screwed, he just sends it right to a message, and it's kind of a weird deal. It's like if he can get 100 batteries every 2 months, that's $100,000, and these are not cheap batteries, guys. I mean, my pedicle battery replacement is $1,200. My bike is basically unusable. It's too heavy. So I'm bummed out about that. I am gonna have to do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think you know, some people would call it snitching. I call it karma. I've been targeted most of my life, and I've never reported anybody. And now I'm just at the point where I'm thinking, let's start reporting it. You know, it happened. It's people are stealing from people, and this is not these refurbished batteries. They had no intentions of refurbishing it, telling me $300 to refurbish it, and just ghost me. So, pretty bummer. I'm on the fence here. Like I said, you get targeted a lot of times in your life, and you don't do anything about it. You just let things just roll off. Karma's gonna come and beat them in the butt. What happened? Karma never shows up. So, pretty frustrated. So, you know, I can do the Lord's Prayer and forgive them, or forgive them and give them a little bit of the Lord's Prayer. You know, so I'm not happy. It was something I was looking forward to do and take as my electric bike when I go on my little bike rides, and now I got to save I might not have $1,000 for a long time. Extra $1,000. I'm, having to pay massive rent, And so yeah, so these, changing the subject, but you can hear my anger. I'm pretty stoked about the religion ones. I'm gonna have to do some. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't think they're valuable enough to sell one at a time, but I do think lotting them up in fives and selling them for $19.95 with no offers, and just accept, because you remember you're paying 30, 40, 50% to eBay, depending on what promotions you got them set on. So at $20, that's $10 profit. There's not much there. So just keep that in mind when you're sending lowball offers to people on eBay. I just got rid of $300-400 worth of low value items, because after they take their chunk, insertion fee, offsite ads, promoted final value fees, you're just like, there's nothing there. So I just got rid of all these toys, donated them to my food pantry, and I felt really good about that. Instead of dropping them off at Goodwill, I found a place that would give individually to kids when they show up with their mom and dad. And that way, and I felt bad, I only had Hot Wheels, and I realized I had like 50 plush dolls and Barbie dolls that been sitting in this store for a while. So I decided then to give those too. So I'm gonna focus on removing the items out of my store that have low value items. A lot of the low value items, and lots that make sense for me. And if they just don't want it, they just don't want it. They just can move on. And maybe they can find them in their community when they're driving around or doing their flea markets. I just got to protect myself now. So yeah, I'm excited about this. Obviously, I think, these will go slowly if done right. I'll have, I think, maybe a lot of 5, and they're basically bookmarks for Bibles. And I think they might sell. So I got some buttons, patches, I got some pins, I got some religion stuff, I got me a GoPro, and that's not a GoPro, XTREME2. I have no idea. It could be a horrible brand. I have no idea. I won't know until I start playing with it and look it up. But I thought the case, when I do get a GoPro or something, I just don't know. So I hope it's worth more than $15. And that would be it. That was today's score. I sorry I had a vent about my bike, but I'm a little bummed out about this. I'm taking hits left and right, and I'm getting tired of it. So thank you for watching. Until next time.
Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep hunting, keep flipping, and stay wandering. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned to see what treasures we discover next time.